this website is called WordWall. And so you would go to click on sign up. All you need to do to sign up is put in an email address and make a password, right? I have already signed up for a personal account, or a personal-ish account, using this. So then when you go back, it's just a very easy sign in. This is a free account that I created using my, my Catherine email address. So you'll see I have not created any activities. On the free account, you're allowed to create up to 5 activities of your own. But with the free account, you can go to community and search for any publicly shared activities. So if you go to community and then you search for LVCA, it'll ask you, oh, are you looking for the LVCA page? So as LVCA, I've been creating activities for students in our classes to use, but I'm also posting them publicly so that tutors could potentially use them with students. Part of what I like about this particular website is they do these activities where you can switch and do it lots of different ways. So I created this one as a matchup, and these are all questions from Unit 3 of our civics textbook. But you could decide you want to set it up for your student and have them do it in a format that looks like this. Or you could say, I want to work with my student on spelling, so I'm going to make it into a crossword activity. Or I'm going to make it, we're going to do it while we're together, and we're just going to make it a random shuffling of the questions, and it'll be a way to go through all the questions, but to have them show up in a random order. So there's all sorts of different ways you could do. So I made it one way, but you can switch it and make it any of these different ways. Okay. Another thing that I like about this is, so you can, and now it's going to take a moment. It sometimes gets into this little slow mode. There we go. Okay. So you can take an activity. I did a lot of them as these little like quizzes where there's just 3, like a multiple choice quiz with 3 answers. So what you can do is you can say, you're like, oh, this is a good one. I want to use this one with my student. You click here on set assignment. You decide whether you want to make your student enter their name or not, right? And then you click start. And now you can copy this link and text it or email it to your student. And then they can now do it on their phone. So let's see, this is how it opened up for me. Hopefully you guys have all got it. And then you would choose your answer. You can see if you choose a wrong answer, it'll give you an X. It tells you you're wrong, and then it tells you what the right answer was. And then it flips you through each of the questions until you get to the end. Here, I'm not really looking. And then it'll tell you how fast you did it and how many total you got correct. But another thing that's exciting, if you are the tutor, you can now go to my results on your free sign-in page, and you can see, I did this earlier. So I have this one that a bunch of you have answered, but I did this one earlier for just myself because you would just be sending it to one student. So now you'll be able to go see which ones your student got correct and which ones they got incorrect. If they got one incorrect, you'll be able to see which incorrect answer they chose. If they do it multiple times, it shows a timestamp. So you'll be able to see if they went back in and did it an extra time. You'll see that these take, 1 to 2 minutes. So for those of us who have, students who have less time for homework, but it's helpful to, do little reviews every now and then. I feel like this will be a really great resource. We are planning, we just recently we got a pro account so we can do unlimited numbers of activities. And actually, so let me go back to community here. So you'll notice that already other people have done them for ventures. So our plan is also to do that so that we'll have within our LVCA set, we'll have a folder that'll be the citizenship ones, maybe the civics ones, and then I'll have a folder that'll be the N400 ones. And then we can have a Ventures 1 activities and so forth. So again, you could create some of your own activities on a free account, not as many. But there's lots of things accessible through that community account. And we're planning on really building that out so that it'll be, sort of add to your set of tools. You've got the Ventures arcade activities. You would be able to do this. And I especially love that you would be able to go and see your students' results.